There comes a time in life when you must stand still long enough to see things for what they truly are. Not as you wish them to be, not as you've convinced yourself they could be, but as they are, stark, unembellished, and undeniable. Some people walk into your life with hands too full to hold you properly, with hearts too guarded to truly see you. They take what is convenient, offer what is easy, and vanish when the weight of real love asks for more. It is not your burden to teach another how to cherish you. It is not your duty to shrink yourself so that someone else may feel bigger. There is no dignity in pleading for the affection that should be given freely. Let them go. Not with bitterness, nor with regret, but with the quiet understanding that some doors must remain closed for you to finally walk through the right one. Letting go is not an act of cruelty, nor is it a sign of weakness. It is in fact the highest form of self-respect. It is an understanding that you were never meant to beg for love, never meant to stretch yourself thin trying to fit into spaces that were never designed for you. Love, when it is real, does not ask you to prove your worth. It does not demand that you make yourself smaller to accommodate someone else's inability to embrace the fullness of your being. It simply exists, without condition, without hesitation, without the exhausting need for validation, and yet so many people cling to those who are incapable of loving them the way they deserve. They hold on, hoping that one more sacrifice, one more compromise, one more act of patience will finally be enough to awaken the love that has always seemed just out of reach. They tell themselves that if they are kinder, more understanding, more forgiving, perhaps the other person will finally see their worth. But love is not an equation to be solved, nor is it a puzzle that requires the perfect combination of actions and words to unlock its fullest potential. Love, when it is genuine, does not need to be earned. It is given freely, willingly, joyously. There are people in this world who will never be ready to love you in the way that you need, not because you are unworthy, but because they are incapable. Perhaps they are burdened by their own wounds, their own fears, their own inability to receive the very love you are offering. They may admire you, enjoy your presence, even claim to care, but admiration is not love. Enjoyment is not commitment. Caring in passing moments is not the same as choosing you every single day. Love is not found in fleeting affections, nor in temporary bursts of warmth that fade the moment they are tested. Love does not appear only when it is convenient, only when it is easy, only when it requires no effort to sustain. If you find yourself constantly justifying someone's absence, making excuses for why they cannot meet you where you stand, waiting for the day they will finally become who you hoped they could be, you are holding on to an illusion. A person who truly values you will not need to be convinced of your worth. They will not require reminders of your importance. They will not need to be chased, nor will they ever make you question whether or not you are enough. Real love is steadfast. It does not falter in the presence of difficulty, nor does it withdraw when things become inconvenient. To let go is to accept that no amount of love you give will ever be enough to change someone who is not willing to change themselves. It is to understand that you cannot make a home in a heart that is not open to receive you. It is to stop trying to force yourself into spaces where you do not belong. It is not abandonment, it is not rejection. It is the simple recognition that love should not be a battle fought alone. There will always be those who take more than they give, who remain distant even in their closeness, who offer only enough to keep you hanging on but never enough to truly make you feel secure. They are not inherently cruel, nor are they necessarily ill-intentioned. They simply are who they are, people who for reasons of their own are not ready or willing to love in the way that you deserve. And that is not your burden to bear. Your time, your energy, your love. They are not endless resources to be given away to those who do not appreciate them. You do not exist to serve as another person's lesson, nor are you obligated to endure emotional neglect in the hope that they will one day recognize your worth. If they cannot see it now, they never truly will. If they are unwilling to meet you with the same love you offer, they are not your person. Letting go is not an act of malice, nor is it a punishment you inflict upon another. It is simply the recognition that you deserve more. It is choosing yourself, even when it is difficult, even when every fiber of your being wants to hold on a little longer. It is walking away not because you do not care, but because you care too much to allow yourself to be diminished any further. Some people will only love you in pieces, in fragments that suit them, in moments that are convenient. They will offer just enough to keep you hopeful, but never enough to make you feel truly loved. They will show up when it suits them, disappear when it does not, and always leave you questioning where you stand. This is not love. Love does not leave you wondering. It does not make you beg for certainty. It does not make you feel like an option. If someone truly wants you in their life, they will make room for you, not just in the margins, not just in the moments when it is easy, but fully and completely. They will not require you to fight for their attention, nor will they ever make you feel as though you are asking for too much simply by wanting to be seen, heard, valued. Real love does not waver in the face of difficulty. It does not pull away when it is inconvenient. It does not leave you questioning whether you are wanted. Let go of the people who are not prepared to love you, not out of bitterness, but out of love for yourself. Let go of those who cannot see your worth, not because you are unworthy, but because you deserve to be with those who do. Do not waste your love on those who do not know how to cherish it. Do not dim your light for those who refuse to see its brilliance. Do not settle for half-hearted affections when you were made for something far greater. You are not asking for too much. You are not difficult to love. The right person will see you, cherish you, and love you in a way that does not make you question your worth. Until then, walk away from those who are not ready. Walk away from those who keep you waiting. Walk away from those who make love feel like an uphill battle. There is nothing lonelier than being with someone who does not truly see you. There is nothing more painful than loving someone who does not know how to love you in return. There is nothing more exhausting than trying to prove your worth to someone who should have recognized it from the start. Love is not meant to be a guessing game, nor is it meant to be a test of endurance. You are worthy of love that is given freely, without hesitation, without conditions, without the need for constant reassurance. You are worthy of love that does not make you feel as though you are fighting for a place in someone's life. You are worthy of love that chooses you every single day. Letting go is not a sign of failure, nor is it an indication that you have given up too easily. It is an act of wisdom, an acknowledgement that some battles are not meant to be fought, that some connections are not meant to last, that some people are not meant to stay. It is not your responsibility to fix what refuses to be mended. It is not your duty to keep knocking on doors that were never meant to open for you. Love should not be a struggle. It should not be a relentless pursuit of someone's attention, nor should it leave you feeling empty despite your best efforts to pour everything you have into it. You are not asking for too much when you desire love that is certain, love that is steady, love that meets you where you stand instead of making you chase after it. The love that you are meant to have, the love that is worthy of you, will not require you to question your value. It will not make you feel as though you are a burden to be tolerated rather than a gift to be cherished. You deserve the kind of love that does not leave you wondering whether you are enough. Some people will only love you when it is easy, when it is convenient, when it demands nothing from them. They will take what is freely given, bask in the warmth of your affection, but they will never offer the same in return. They will leave you waiting, leave you hoping, leave you wondering why your love is not enough to make them stay. But the truth is, it is not a matter of your love being insufficient. It is a matter of them never being prepared to receive it in the first place. You cannot force readiness. You cannot teach someone to see your worth if they refuse to open their eyes. You cannot hold on to the hope that one day they will wake up and realize what they had in you, because even if they do, it will not change the fact that they were not there when you needed them most. Love is not just about presence in the good times, it is about consistency in all times. It is about showing up even when it is hard, even when it requires effort, even when it is inconvenient. If you have to beg for someone's time, if you have to plead for their affection, if you have to prove yourself over and over just to be acknowledged, then you are in the wrong place. Love should not be an endless battle for recognition. It should not make you feel as though you are asking for something that should be given freely. You do not have to prove that you are worth loving. You do not have to diminish yourself in order to be accepted. The right person will not ask you to shrink so that they can feel bigger. They will not require you to lessen your needs so that they can remain comfortable. They will not expect you to accept the bare minimum while they take all that you have to give. You are not here to be an afterthought in someone else's life. You are not here to be a placeholder for someone who does not know what they want. You are not here to wait for someone to grow into the person they should have already been. Some people will never be ready to love you the way you deserve to be loved, and that is not your fault. It is not a reflection of your worth, nor is it a condemnation of your ability to love deeply. It is simply a truth that must be accepted. There are those who will only ever take without giving, those who will always leave you wondering where you stand, those who will keep you at arm's length, but never let you go completely. They will give you just enough to keep you hopeful, just enough to make you stay, just enough to keep you from walking away. But love is not meant to be a cycle of almosts. It is not meant to leave you feeling empty, drained, uncertain. It is not meant to be a guessing game, nor should it feel like an uphill battle with no end in sight. You deserve more than partial affections. You deserve more than intermittent presence. You deserve more than love that only arrives when it is convenient. Letting go is not easy. It is painful. It is difficult. It is one of the hardest things you will ever do. But it is necessary. It is an act of self-respect, an act of self-preservation, an act of recognizing that you cannot continue to give your heart to those who do not know how to hold it. It is choosing to walk away not because you do not care, but because you have finally realized that caring alone is not enough. Love must be reciprocated, it must be nurtured, it must be given in full, not in fragments, not in fleeting moments, not in the spaces between someone's convenience. The right person will not leave you questioning where you stand. They will not require you to beg for love. That should be given willingly. They will not treat you as an option while you make them a priority. There is a difference between fighting for love and fighting to be loved. Love is worth fighting for when it is mutual, when both people are willing to meet each other halfway, when both people are putting in the effort to grow together. But fighting to be loved? That is a battle you will never win. Because love is not something that should have to be fought for in that way. It is either there or it is not. If someone does not see your worth, if someone does not cherish you for who you are, if someone does not make you feel loved without condition, then they are not your person. Love does not make you feel invisible. It does not make you question your place in someone's life. It does not make you feel like an outsider looking in. Let go of those who are not prepared to love you, not because you no longer love them, but because love alone is not enough to sustain something that is one-sided. Let go of those who cannot meet you with the same energy you bring, not because they are bad people, but because you deserve to be with someone who does. Let go of those who make you feel like you are too much, like your love is overwhelming, like your heart is too big to handle. The right person will not be intimidated by the depth of your love. They will not run from the intensity of your feelings. They will not make you feel like you need to apologize for wanting to be loved completely. The right person will hold your heart with care. They will see you fully, accept you entirely, love you without hesitation. Until then, do not settle. Do not hold on to those who do not hold on to you. Do not chase after love that constantly runs away. Do not give your time, your energy, your heart to those who do not know what to do with them. There is freedom in letting go. There is peace in releasing what was never truly yours to begin with. There is power in recognizing that you do not have to wait for someone to love you the way you deserve. You can choose yourself. You can walk away. You can decide that you are worth more than the love that asks you to prove yourself over and over again. You can love deeply and still let go. You can care and still move forward. You can want someone and still recognize that they are not meant for you. Letting go does not mean you have failed. It means you have chosen yourself. It means you have finally understood that real love does not ask you to suffer for it. It does not make you question your worth. It does not leave you waiting for a day that may never come. The love that is meant for you will not make you feel like you are too much. It will not make you beg. It will not make you wonder. It will simply be there, steady, unwavering, certain. Until then, let go. Letting go is not an act of giving up. It is an act of choosing yourself. It is recognizing that real love does not require you to beg, to prove, or to wait endlessly for someone to see your worth. It is understanding that you are not difficult to love. You have simply been offering your heart to those who were not ready to receive it. Walk away with grace, not with bitterness, but with the quiet certainty that the love you seek is out there. Love that does not waver. Love that does not make you question your place. Love that holds you fully, without hesitation. You do not have to fight for what is meant for you. You do not have to chase what should come willingly. You deserve more than half measures. You deserve a love that stays. And until that love finds you, let go of anything that makes you feel like you are not enough. Because you are.